Get your reactions ready. The live portion of the show will begin in just a moment.
That's no bloop, driven to right field and deep. That ball is gone into the short porch. And high drive, left field, going back Hayes, track, wall, see ya.
Today is Tuesday, May 23rd, and after a day off, the Yankees were back in the Bronx to take on the Orioles. Game 1 of a crucial 3-game series. Gerrit Cole on the mound, and he was trying to stay undefeated. My recap and your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back in.
All right. How's it going, everybody? That has got to be one of the biggest wins of the season for sure. The captain continuing to make his case for MVP. Harrison Bader continuing to be impressive. Great stuff from Michael King tonight. Not so great stuff from Gerrit Cole tonight, but you'll take it from Michael King. And boom, just like that, the Yankees have snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. Got to be one of the best wins of the year. That's the type of win that can propel a team for an entire series. You know, both bullpens had to work hard, and the Yankees came out on top. They're going to have that energy going. Huge home run from Aaron Judge. Big opposite field home run from Harrison Bader. Rizzo had 3 hits. Obviously, Anthony Volpe with his first career walk-off. And this game was huge for a number of reasons. Obviously, Tampa Bay lost. They got destroyed tonight. I'll get to that in a second. But obviously, you gain on Baltimore as well. So, in the grand scheme of things, this was an excellent night for the New York Yankees. So, welcome back, everybody. Looks like we got a few hundred in the chat ready to get going. Lucas DeTora says Tampa Bay lost 20-1. Serves them right. Yikes. Tough night. Tough night for those guys. Can you believe that we have already played 50 games this year? I mean, we haven't played. We've watched and recapped 50 games, but the Yankees have played 50 games. And I don't have to tell you how big this series is. We've been talking about it for days. Orioles have been one of the best teams in baseball so far this year. And they always play the Yankees tough. And coming off of a great road trip, you want to continue that momentum. You want to build on that energy. And obviously, the Yankees got it done. Gerrit Cole was not great tonight. Somebody on Twitter was giving him a tough time in my timeline. So before we get to the great things about tonight in the recap, I just wanted to address Cole. Look, stuff is something that varies. I got the comment that Gerrit Cole needs to bring his best stuff against a division rival. And I don't disagree. But stuff is not something that you can choose to bring or not. It's not like wearing an undershirt. It's not like, oh, I'm going to dominate tonight or I'm going to walk everybody and give up some home runs. It's not like you make that decision. He's got to find a way to get better stuff and to get better results against division rivals. But there is a degree of, humanity to all this where, guys are going to have fluctuations in their performance. But like I said, it could have been worse. Could have lost 20-1.
Baba Booey.
Things got off to a tough start for Gerrit Cole. 2 walks and a double, and before you knew it, it was 2-0. Yankees' first 2 hitters of the game also reached base, but they didn't capitalize. And early on, Jeffrey says, give the kid the belt. Patience! Kimosabi, patience! Early in the game, that was a sign of how tight this was going to be. And it was, in my opinion, the reason this game was so close. The Yankees failed to capitalize when they had an opportunity right out of the gate. And you got the feeling right away they fell down 4-0, that, oh no, the team with no energy is back. But to their credit, they battled back. In the second inning, Gerrit Cole picked up a 1-2-3 inning, got 2 strikeouts. He only had 2 strikeouts on the night, but that gave him 2,000 for his career. Orioles got another run on a home run from Cedric Mullins in the top of the third. The ball was actually caught by notorious ball hawk Zach Hampel. I've never met the guy. I have talked to people who have met him, and they say he's pretty aggressive when he catches balls. He's one of the most universally disliked people in baseball, if not the known universe. But hey, congrats on catching a ball. Harrison Bader also made an outstanding catch. Top of the third. What else is new? He continues to just play outstanding defense. Orioles got another run on a home run from Gunnar Henderson in the fourth. Like I said, not a great night for Mr. Cole. But Bader got the Yankees on the board in the bottom half.
There it goes. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Ethan says he likes the new rules that make the game faster because he doesn't have to stay up so late to watch the recap. Look, I'm not gonna get on you for that because I don't like staying up till 11:30, 12 o'clock either. You know, I'm gonna be 40 in a couple of days. I know I'm beating that horse into glue, but it's true, and I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it. Tougher and tougher to get out of bed every morning. So bottom of the fifth, Yankees battled back to tie the game. Underrated part of that inning was two excellent at-bats from Oswaldo Cabrera and Gleyber Torres. Both of them battled and picked up singles to lead off the inning. That set things up for Aaron Judge as the tying run, but he flied out to left field, so didn't come up clutch there, but he wasn't done, fortunately. His best buddy, Anthony Rizzo, did pick him up, though. He smoked an RBI double off the right field wall to cut the lead to 4-2 and put 2 runs in scoring position. DJ singled to make it 4-3. Big hit for LeMahieu because he's been struggling a lot to the point where we've been openly contemplating whether or not he's actually injured. But he also was not done tonight, and I want to talk about that in a second. But first, we got to get to the next batter, Harrison Bader. He smoked a sacrifice fly to tie the game at 4. Dude is so money with runners in scoring position, and it's weird to have one of those guys, honestly. Gerrit Cole allowed back-to-back hits to lead off the top of the sixth, and his night was over. Marinaccio came in and allowed one of his inherited runs to score. So the final line on him was 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. It's not very often that you see him have more walks than strikeouts in a game. His ERA jumped from 2.02 to 2.53, so over a half of a run in a single game. It is still excellent, but it is climbing upwards and fast. Other than the Tampa Bay game where he blew a 6-0 lead, this was his worst lead of the worst game of the season. Look, just didn't have much command, which is unusual for him, but it does happen. He's a human being. In the 7th inning, Gleyber Torres singled and then advanced to second on a ground out to short by Aaron Judge. And then Anthony Rizzo singled, and I thought they might send Gleyber to score, but he held up at third base. I don't want to crush him over this for not scoring there, but I've seen him be way more aggressive on way closer plays. And again, the next play, DJ came up with the weirdest play of the game.
If you were to look up all-time bonehead plays...
So he tried to bunt twice. The first one was foul. The second one was to the pitcher. And the very slow Gleyber Torres was easily nailed at home. I got to say, that's some dumb baseball right there. DJ's probably your best contact hitter on the team, at least pure contact. You know, there are guys who hit for higher averages, but in terms of putting the bat on the ball, there's not many guys who I would trust as much as Gleyber, as DJ LeMahieu. But he has been striking out more this season, that's for sure. And he has been struggling, so maybe not feeling confident. Maybe he got the bunt sign from Aaron Boone. I don't know, but that is not a spot where you want to bunt. I mean, not with DJ. You're hoping that he hits a fly ball to the outfield and scores the run. You know, get a sac fly right there. Instead, Gleyber got nailed at home. Very, very odd play. Volpe made an outstanding play at shortstop in the 8th, and then Jake Bauers picked up a pinch hit double in the bottom half. Greg Allen pinch hit for Bauers, but Oswaldo was completely overmatched. Greg Allen pinch ran for Bauers, but Oswaldo was completely overmatched by Yennier Cano, and the runner was stranded in scoring position. So that was another lost opportunity. In the 9th inning, Mike King fired his pitch comm into the stands, and a lady in the stands was pressing buttons, probably calling pitches in the ear of Ben Rortvedt. I mean, you're never going to see everything in this game. I mean, every night there's something weird happens. Bottom 9, that man again, the captain.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
A Judgian blast. All rise. Here comes the judge.
Oh, yeah. Clutch swing of the bat off of one of the best closers in baseball. Home run number 14 on the season. That tied the game at 5. Only the 4th blown save of the season for Felix Bautista. Judge was smiling like you never see him. Just that catty smile going around the bases like, yeah, I'm good and I'm rich. Oh, man. What a great feeling that has to be. In his last 9 games, he's 15 for 35. That's a 400 average. He's got 8 home runs and 17 RBI. For the uninitiated, that's pretty fucking good. Now tied for 3rd in the majors with 14 home runs. I mean, despite missing 10 games, the guy's just unbelievable. Mike King did a tremendous job in relief on the mound. His ERA is down to 1.95, 2 scoreless innings. I still haven't decided on the belt, but I'm leaning towards him. You got about 30 seconds to change my mind. Bottom 10, Anthony Volpe with a long sac fly to center field to win it. The rookie saves the day. First ever walk-off for the kid. And everybody contributed in this one.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
So we got some votes for Rizzo. Got some more votes for Volpe. Got some votes for the squirrel. Yanier Cano is a disgusting reliever, and I 100% agree. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like Mike King deserves the belt, but this might be one of those situations because it was the best win of the year that I'm going to waffle a little bit. I'm going to waffle on this one, and we're going to go with the New York Yankees getting the belt. Team belt. Over 1,000 in the chat. Let's hear it for you guys. First time this year we've crossed 1,000. What's up? Judge on pace for 53 home runs. That's not bad for having missed 10 games. And look, folks, the weather hasn't even totally heated up yet. I mean, there's still a chance that he could have one of those months with like 16, 17 home runs like he did in September of, I want to say 2017. When he hit 52. Just a great effort by the team all around. A lot of great comments in here. Let's take a look real quick at the box score. Actually, let's watch the highlights together first. You see the home run from Judge here, but we're going to start back at the beginning because this is one of the games of the year. Absolutely one of the games of the year. Hi 12397 says Ghost Runner for the belt. I love it. I love it. So there's the play. Judge couldn't get that. Early, tough first inning for the Yankees. 2 runs scored on this play. And Gerrit Cole just didn't have his great stuff. That was strikeout number 2,000 on the fastball. And this was Cedric Mullins getting into one just over the, it used to be an auxiliary scoreboard. Now it's an LED board, advertisement board, whatever you want to call it. This was the great catch from Bader. Look how far he has to go. He catches this just in front of the warning track out there in Death Valley. He goes a long way. But Gunnar Henderson, and this guy has an unbelievable swing. I mean, look at that. I mean, that is an incredible swing. Ton of power for the kid. Finds the bullpen. But Harrison Bader begins the comeback. Opposite field shot into the porch about maybe 6 or 8 rows deep. He's always excited. We got the StatCast information. 101.3 exit velocity. 370 feet. Here's the base hit from Oswaldo Cabrera to start off the 5th. Gleyber Torres follows up with a hanging breaking ball and lashes it to right field. This was the shot by Rizzo that hits the right field wall. I believe it's on a bounce. Yeah, one hop off the new era sign and a run scored. DJ smoking a base hit to score a run. That made it 4-3. And then Bader ties it up. I thought he got that off the bat. It must have been off the top, the end of the bat, but I thought right off the bat that was gone. O's go ahead. This was the ground out to first with the bases loaded. Okay job by Marinaccio tonight. Volpe, great day on defense. He made a couple of nice plays out there, and of course had the big hit to win, or big swing of the bat to win. It was not a hit. Judge with the clutch home run. Not his farthest, but it counts. And the smile was infectious tonight. Loving it. Watch this. Watch the smile as he's going towards first base. He knows he got it. He's saying, yeah, baby. This was the play that got the runner to third. Bader just putting the ball in play. And then Volpe knows he got it. Drops the bat head on it. And baby, that is how you do that. Yankees walk it off. All right, let's take a look at the box score. And by the way, I had some requests for the background music. A few people requested this background music that I have on looping during this portion of the show. And so I uploaded a video. I use it myself a lot when I'm focusing, when I'm doing some deep work. I like to run this mix of different types of instrumentals. 1,014 in the chat. So go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you are new here. Obviously, a lot of hits for the Yankees tonight. 11 hits, multi-hit games by Torres, Rizzo, Bader, two RBIs from Bader, RBIs from Judge, Rizzo, and LeMahieu. And obviously Volpe with the sac fly to win it. Would have been nice if Cedric Mullins just let it drop. Sometimes you'll see an outfielder just not even bother to catch it because he knows it's going to be a sac fly. That would have counted as a hit if that had happened. Craig Safola says, why is Calhoun a Yankee? That's a good question. Doesn't do much offensively. Right now, he is hitting .213 with a .639 OPS. You got to get better out of your DH spot. Now, Austin Wells has been fantastic at Double-A. However, Stanton will probably beat him to the major leagues. Stanton is working his way back. Now, he's going to have some more tests tomorrow, and then he's going to do a minor league rehab assignment, but there's some thought that he could be back for the Dodgers series end of this month. So that will be absolutely huge. Also, Jose Altuve got hurt tonight, as Cameron is mentioning in the chat. So that's worth mentioning. Look, this was a fun game. The pitching, obviously, not ideal from Gerrit Cole, but the bullpen, fantastic. 5 scoreless innings. From the bullpen, 2 from Marinaccio, 1 from Peralta, and 2 from King, with 6 strikeouts. And look at those ERAs, 1.83 from Peralta, 1.95 from King. I mean, that's tough to beat, baby. That is tough to beat.
Game over, man. Game over.
I gotta get out of here.
Bruce P. says Calhoun will probably be released if Stanton or Donaldson come back. You have to think he could be designated for assignment, yeah.
You gotta go.
Now, before the game, Boone said that Donaldson is going to be an everyday player when he comes back. I was kind of hoping that what was said was true, that he was on the Ellsbury plan where he, basically stays on the IL all summer. Look, Donaldson's at the point of his career where I don't think you're going to get much improvement from him over last season. But, hey, if he's healthy, he's probably going to be in there. Now, Hal Steinbrenner gave an interview the other day to Joel Sherman and his partner, John Heyman, Mr. Arson Judge, on it's a podcast called The Show. And he essentially said that Brian Cashman has authority, despite any salaries, to make any moves that he wants. If he needs to release somebody, he can release somebody. And I got the impression from Hal in that interview that he was a little bit feistier than usual. You could tell that the winning or the lack of winning championships is starting to get to him a little bit. He's hearing it from the outside. He doesn't like being called cheap. He doesn't like being compared to his father and people saying, well, Hal doesn't want to win. He only cares about boats and planes and all that shit. He wants his respect too, so he wants a ring. He basically said his biggest concern was the injury problem, and I agree. He said that he ordered Eric Cressy, who's their director of conditioning and all that stuff, to put together a report, which is going to arrive, I think he said this week. Maybe he said Wednesday. Essentially on why the Yankees are having so many injuries, the types of injuries, and then injuries around the league. And, he wants to essentially look at the data and see what's up. Man, that home run by Judge was awesome, wasn't it? Love it. I contend that he should make this report public. Now, it's probably got some proprietary, easy for me to say, proprietary information that the Yankees don't want getting out there. But if it doesn't, let us see it. Let's read the report, the Cressy report. Hashtag release the Cressy report. I want to know what they think about this injury issue. I want to know if there's anything that people outside of the organization look at and say, hey, maybe they didn't, recognize this and maybe inject some fresh ideas. Get inside the bubble. Release the report. Release the report. The Italian Stallion says, Donaldson, stay the blank away. Brett Deutsch with a super, and I think I might have missed some supers. Just a reminder, there's three sections to this podcast. There's the recap, in which I'm working from notes, and I'm not looking at the comments. So if you post a super dono during that portion, solid chance that I'll miss it. And then we do typically the box score and the highlights, and that's going to be when I take the most comments. And then this wrap-up portion, obviously, we'll do some comments. But Brett says that small observation on Cole, he got squeezed on both of the home run at-bats. The ump was in his head a little bit all game. It's possible, but as an ace, you really shouldn't let umpires affect your pitching. You really need to just kind of dial it in and get it done. I saw someone ask a question about Chaparro that I wanted to answer, but I don't know where it went. But essentially, the question was, Chaparro's got to be better than Calhoun, right? I figured I would look up Chaparro's stats, and we'll see. Andres Chaparro, in AAA for the Yankees this year, he is hitting .247 with 11 home runs and 30 RBIs in 166 at-bats. He's got an .818 OPS. Now, he got off to a very slow start. So, since that slow start, he's been mashing. But I don't know if the Yankees are going to call him up. I mean, you got Stanton coming back in a week. He's not on the 40-man roster. I don't know. I don't think we're going to see him. But anyway. Apparently I might have missed one from Ian, but I appreciate the support, guys. One more thing. So I'm going to that game. I mentioned it. And I hope these are the only two games I miss all year. I'm going to that game on September 23rd with Pete, but I'm also flying in the morning prior. It was the only flight that I could get. So I'm flying in on Friday the 22nd. So I got tickets to that Friday night game, and I'm going to be in section 276, right down the third baseline. So if you've ever sat there, let me know what you think of the seats. I'm excited for that. I've always wanted to sit kind of in that area because you see a lot of balls throughout the game get hooked down the line towards that foul pole, and it seems like pretty good foul ball territory, if you ask me. So looking forward to that. Going to be a good time. But I will be out on September 22nd and 23rd. I know it's a long way away. I mean, we're 4 months away. But hopefully those will be the only two games I miss all year. We got some West Coast games coming up that I'm looking forward to covering. I was going to take the West Coast off, but I'm having such a good time this year that we're going to keep it rolling. Plus, the games have been a lot quicker, so we won't be, broadcasting at 2 a.m. like we were sometimes when we've done this in the past. It'll usually be around, midnight, 12:30 or so, and we might keep them, somewhat abbreviated, but anyway. All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. Thank you for joining. One more time, big win for the Yankees. The Black Crayon says, you're going to be talking with the fans at the September game. Absolutely. I'm going out there to mingle, baby. I'm going out there to catch batting practice home runs, and I'm going to be out there. Good chance you can find me in line at the hot dog stand multiple times during the game because I'm disgusting. I'll see you next time.
Ball game over.
Most impressive.